Peacemaker season finale is done and dusted. All 8 episodes are now out and available for you guys to go and check out. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on Peacemaker as a whole, whether I loved it, whether I hated it, where do I stand on it. I'm going to tell you guys everything. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of Peacemaker? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe. And let's jump into this Peacemaker review right now.
Grab my phone, I don't want to move. Dad?
Okay, so, Peacemaker. Do I need to say anything about Peacemaker? I love this show so freaking much. I just think it is, to me, Peacemaker is the best superhero show ever created. This is now one of my favorite shows of all time. I love Peacemaker so much. I'm so glad that we are getting a season 2 for this, because I think there's just so much to be told with his character, with the other characters, and what James Gunn can bring to DC. I absolutely loved it. Obviously I didn't get any reviews out on the last 2 episodes because I had things going on that night, but I loved the last 2 episodes. Absolutely fantastic writing. Where do I even begin? Like, that's the question with Peacemaker. Where do you begin? Because there's just so much good quality throughout the show. I mean, there's only one place you really can start, isn't there? And that's Peacemaker himself. I had no idea who the hell Peacemaker was. I really didn't. I love Peacemaker as a character. He's one of my favorite DC characters now in like the movies and shows. I love his character, and John Cena's performance is fantastic throughout the whole season. Just the whole journey his character goes on from when we first meet him in the Suicide Squad to the end of Peacemaker, and how he's created bonds with certain characters, how he doesn't feel like he just wants to kill all the time. He wants to be a better person. The relationship he has with his father that we saw in this whole show, and why he treats him like dirt, and why Peacemaker really is like the way he is because of his father. We also got to see him deal with some traumatic experiences from his past with his brother, and that caused a lot of stuff that between him and his father that made his father resent him and blame him for certain things that happened to his older brother, when in actual fact it's actually the father's fault, not Peacemaker's fault. But Peacemaker has to wrestle with that this whole entire season, and I love it when they give depth like that to these characters, because in Suicide Squad, Peacemaker sort of comes off like a dick, and then he sort of does at the start, and then once you start to understand who he is as a character and the transition he makes throughout the season, is just absolutely incredible writing, and he becomes one of your favorite characters. The supporting cast are brilliant as well. Vigilante is freaking hilarious. He is so funny. He is DC's Deadpool. Just the one-liners he comes up with, the little incidents where he's standing behind Peacemaker when Peacemaker's talking to Eagly, and he's like shouting those things that Peacemaker's shouting to Eagly, and he just turns to him. Those little quirky moments he has. He's a fun character. Vigilante is that character that is there for comedic relief, but is actually perfect for this storyline, and is just absolutely brilliant. I loved him throughout the whole entire show. Hardcore, love her and her transition as well, and her relationship with Peacemaker as it develops throughout was incredible as well. She really grew on me as well. Adebayo, she was fantastic, and I love her chemistry and her dynamic with Peacemaker, and that the relationship that they built, the friendship that they built, because someone actually took time out of their day to actually acknowledge Peacemaker as being a normal person and a decent dude that doesn't want to be a murderous person. And I like that about that, and that's where the bond started to happen, and I love how they made up at the end of the season. It's just, that relationship was very, very good and well written. Absolutely fantastic. And the other guy with the glasses, I love him as well. I really love him. And in the season finale, he has this really big moment where he talks about his feelings and that. And it's really impactful. And it kind of you can see when John Cena's playing Peacemaker, he feels really bad about what he's been saying to this guy. I love it all. I love this. Like, from the music cues to one of the best openings ever in TV history, I can't stop and skip it. I just can't. I have to watch that opening credits all the freaking time. It's so catchy. It's so brilliantly done. I can't wait for season 2 to see what James does with the new opening. I'm so excited for the new opening as well. Who would have thought you watch a TV show and you're so excited to see what they come up with the opening credits next? Name me another show that does that. I'll wait, because there ain't no other shows that does that. Peacemaker does that to you. The music is fantastic. There is fantastic moments throughout the whole entire show, from sadness to absolutely bonkers hilarious to motivation to just being absolute awesome. The cameos in the finale were hilarious, and I love the interaction Peacemaker has with them. It's absolutely brilliant. They're only there for a cameo. Obviously, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes with DC, so that's why they don't show 3. There's certain characters missing and 2 characters that you don't actually see. But I loved it, and the cinematography is fantastic. This is a gorgeous show. It looks freaking beautiful. Like, you can't take that away from this show. It's beautifully shot. The coloration is fantastic as well. It's so vibrant, so colorful. The design of these butterflies were incredible and looked gorgeous. Then that disgusting cow was just, that was creepy and gross. I like the story that they told throughout Peacemaker as well, and the factions of the butterflies having certain things, and then towards the end we find out what their true motivation is. Whether or not it's right or wrong, Peacemaker had to make a decision, and I'm happy he went with the decision he made. It was in character with him from everything he's learned. So that worked for me. That ending really, really worked. I don't think there is a single episode here that I hate. There ain't. I don't even think there's a single episode in Peacemaker that is below an 8. That's how highly rated I think this show is. This show is absolutely incredible. Is it one of my favorite DC content that has come out? Yes. It is definitely up there. Is it my favorite DCEU content that has come out? You guys know I absolutely love Man of Steel so much. Like, I adore that film. Peacemaker's right up there with that. It's right up next to it. Like, that's how highly rated I think this show is. It's just incredible what he did, what James did with a show like Peacemaker and a character like that. Like, who would have thought, if I had asked you when the DCEU was going on, before Suicide Squad came out, that James Gunn was going to come in and he was going to create a Peacemaker show? You guys would have all just laughed at me. You would have been like, who's Peacemaker? Some of you would have been like, I don't really care for Peacemaker. Can we do someone else that's more intriguing? And now here we are, and we all fucking love it. It's brilliant. As for White Dragon himself as well, that design was sick. I really liked that suit. I loved him and the way he was portrayed in this show, and having him be that opposite to Peacemaker and really pummel Peacemaker to the ground constantly at any chance he could get. The final battle where Peacemaker makes the decision, does he kill his dad, does he not? It was just absolute brilliant writing. Like, it's fantastic. And now season 2's on its way. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with season 2. Where does James take season 2? Because he's apparently writing and directing every single episode as well, which has got me super excited. James Gunn's just a master when it comes to these type of movies, and shows. He's so good. He's so good. And his comedy works perfectly. The comedy in this show is just world class. It is freaking hilarious. If you ever feel dull and down, watch Peacemaker. You're guaranteed to laugh. Guarantee you're gonna laugh no matter what. It's just a brilliant show. It's near perfection. It's near perfection. I just love it. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of Peacemaker? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Till then, stay safe. Peace out.